Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Daniel Martin. I'll be teaching you Management 3600 this spring quarter in 2013. I hope you had a nice break and are ready to go ahead and get started. So what I'd like to do with this little screencast is introduce you to our website and walk you through our syllabus. So you go to the website, that's here, opensci.org/u, and click on Theories of Management. Now, what this is going to actually do before you get into this is it's going to ask you whether or not you are a member of the course. And of course you're not. So you'll go ahead and click on this button that says, yes, it's my first time here, and you'll go ahead and start your enrollment. Hey, folks, do me a favor. Use the same name that's used in Blackboard. I need to be able to identify you. If I can't identify you, it's going to cause you problems down the line when I don't give you a grade for a test or a paper that you've done. So don't say your name is Mr. or Ms., and your last name. Don't give me some, funny name or anything like that, because I need to have the specific name that is in Blackboard to make sure that you get your grade. Okay? So when you go in to sign up, it's going to ask you for an enrollment key. That enrollment key is Fall 12. I've already sent that information to you via email. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start walking through the course point by point. So I'll just give you an example. The first thing you want to do is, enter the course. You'll see your syllabus is right here. You'll have an introductory forum, and this is just like forums in Blackboard. It's going to ask you to go ahead and post your resume to the resume database, and then you're going to read each other's resumes and come up with 5 words to describe each other's resumes in the forum. So you can actually see some examples of this if you'd like to, and it's nice. You see this? Yeah, wonderful stuff. So people are sharing, getting to know each other, something that we'd like to do. Where is the resume database? It's right here. So you can click on it, and kaboom, this will have everybody's resumes, including mine, from last quarter. Anyhow, move through the specific expectations of the class. Lots of good stuff here. You'll have a bunch of videos, you'll have a bunch of debates. The debates are fun and very challenging. I'm going to be putting you into groups before the end of the week, so relax there. Okay. Before we go any further, let me go ahead and show you your syllabus. That way you can be aware of kinds of things that we're going to be doing. So, obviously, we're in Management 3600. This is the online class. We want to make sure that you can describe current management theories related to the planning of work, organization of work, leading employees, and controlling work. We'll talk about using theory to make decisions to help you in terms of your bottom line, specifically with emphasis on innovation, speed, quality, and cost, and then to be as critical as possible and to ensure that you're communicating well in writing. Your textbook is online. It's a flat world knowledge book. You can just go ahead and sign in and pull the book down. I think it's about $19. You may want to get more out of the text, and you can do so by selecting different options, but I only have the expectation that you're going to be reading the text. So whatever suits you, suits me. It's the lowest cost option I could find, and it's a fairly decent book. Okay? So, the site contains just about everything you're going to need for the class. The PowerPoint decks, websites, videos, etc. So go ahead and take a look at those things. This is an older version, so you don't need to worry about this, but I do want to share some of the other elements. My office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays from 2:30 until 4 o'clock. I'm not available 24/7. I teach several other courses and have a great deal of research work going on at the same time. I'm happy to help you, but I do want to emphasize that all the material that you need in the course is provided in the course. Oftentimes students do not read everything, nor do they listen to everything that's provided in screencasts or podcasts, and I really want to emphasize that that is something that you'll be doing and will need to do, because if there's something that I've presented information about already, it's unlikely that I'm going to get back to you with it if it's just a matter of holding hands. We're adults. You have selected this kind of approach to your education, and accordingly should be able to follow the expectations of the course. What are you going to be doing for your grading? Well, you'll be doing debates. It's about 5 points per debate. Like I said, I'll break you into groups a little bit later. Your debate assignment is actually in the website. You'll have a managerial interview. And the thing with a managerial interview is it's got to be fairly substantial. And the reason why is this is a critical thinking class as well as being a management class. So I will give you guys more information as we go along about that, and you'll also be able to find more information about that in the website. You'll have 2 quizzes. They're about 15 points each, and I'll give you those the 5th or 6th week and the finals week, which is the 11th week. You'll also be doing weekly forum posts, and you'll have about 6 of those over the course of the quarter. So your total will be 100 points. A couple things about your quiz, or the 2 quizzes. I do provide people with the actual quizzes that are, the actual questions that are going to be on the test. I do not provide answers, of course. However, my tests are, number one, speeded. In other words, you only have 10 minutes to complete them. And even though I will provide you with the actual questions for the test, I'll provide you with about 100 to 150 questions, and I will randomly select 10 of those questions to be on the actual test. Interesting fact, people who accomplish the test more quickly usually get better grades because they've actually studied. So it's kind of an interesting interaction there. What else do you need to know? I'm going to be grading you on the basis of completeness, technical accuracy, and grammatical correctness. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way I have to interact with you is based on words. You should, as undergraduates, be able to write impeccable English, and that's all that's expected of you, okay? What else needs to happen? Well, here's a little bit of information about your managerial interview. You can dive into that and read and find out about that. I give you a huge amount of information to facilitate your interview, as well as a ton of questions. You only have to do 1 interview for this class, but at the same time, I do recommend taking your opportunity to do these types of interviews quite seriously and to use this protocol beyond the class. That's a great way to meet people, it's a good way to network, and it's a great way to put yourself on people's radars. Okay? So, let's get back into your course, because as you can see, we can go on for a while in terms of the actual questions that go into the managerial interview. Of course, you're not going to be using all of the questions. All right? Here's our preliminary schedule. I go by weeks, ladies and gentlemen. There are 10 weeks plus a finals week in a quarter. I trust you know how to use calendars and can follow along week by week. This will tell you what you should be doing on a weekly basis. You'll start getting your grades back as soon as you take your tests. A couple other things. Make sure you're familiar with Moodle. Moodle is kind of nice. It's open source. It is free, and there's no reason you can't use it yourself if you'd like to. So become familiar with it. A couple technical requirements you'll need. Any internet connection with any of the following browsers should be fine. You're going to be using PDFs, Word, Excel, and other types of tools like PowerPoint. So if you have those things, fantastic. All right. So I look forward to working with you over the course of the quarter. I will be providing you with extra opportunities to do extra credit, and I will have those on their way before the end of the week. Okay. So I look forward to working with you. Please take care. I'll be updating every once in a while through these types of podcasts, so take it easy. Welcome back, and have a great course, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.